The dawn of June 6, 1944, shattered the German High Command's confidence like a thunderclap. What they had feared for months was now unfolding, but not where they expected. As the sun rose over the French coast, 5,000 Allied ships loomed on the horizon, and German soldiers in their bunkers along Normandy's beaches realized they were outnumbered, outgunned and blindsided. This was not Pas-de-Calais, where Hitler had fortified his strongest defences. It was Normandy, a sector he believed was only a diversion. Months earlier, the Germans had been fooled by Operation Fortitude, a masterstroke of Allied deception. Fake radio traffic, inflatable tanks, and even double agents like Juan Pujol Garcia, codenamed Garbo, convinced Berlin that the invasion would come at Calais. Rommel, the famed Desert Fox, had begged Hitler to fortify Normandy, but Hitler believed the Allies would strike at Calais, just 21 miles from Britain. Rommel's warnings went unheeded, and the Atlantic wall at Normandy was incomplete. Worse, Rommel was 500 miles away on D-Day, visiting his wife for her birthday. As the first gliders crashed into fields behind enemy lines, German soldiers were stunned. The paratroopers of the 101st and 82nd Airborne had severed communications and taken key bridges. Frantically, German commanders tried to reach reinforcements, but Hitler had ordered the panzer divisions to remain stationary until he gave the green light. He was asleep when the invasion began and refused to be woken. By the time he approved their movement, the Allies had secured a foothold. At Omaha Beach, German soldiers of the 352nd Infantry Division unleashed a hellish barrage, mowing down waves of American troops. Their machine guns, firing from fortified bunkers, were perfectly positioned on high bluffs. One German soldier later admitted they were terrified, running out of ammunition and overwhelmed by the sheer numbers of Allied troops who kept coming. Despite their defensive advantage, the tide turned when Allied destroyers risked coming dangerously close to the shore to fire directly at German positions, silencing the guns and breaking their hold. To the north at Gold and Juno beaches, the Germans faced Canadian and British forces equipped with specialized tanks like the Hobart's Funnies, which could clear mines, fill trenches and scale sea walls. The Germans had never encountered such machines and were caught off guard by their ingenuity. Meanwhile, German Field Marshal Gerd von Rundstedt called for a full counterattack, but internal politics paralyzed the Nazi chain of command. Hitler believed Normandy was still a diversion and kept many reserves in Calais, while Rommel's absence left frontline commanders scrambling. Even worse, Allied bombers had decimated rail lines and bridges, delaying reinforcements for days. The most brutal blow to German morale came from their own skies. The Luftwaffe was virtually absent, with only 2 planes managing to attack the invasion force on D-Day. Allied air superiority was absolute, with thousands of fighters and bombers dominating the skies, leaving German ground troops feeling abandoned and exposed. By nightfall, the German forces in Normandy were in disarray. Communications were broken, reinforcements delayed, and their belief in the invincibility of the Atlantic Wall shattered. One German officer later wrote in his diary, "It felt as though the earth itself had turned against us. We were fighting shadows, outmatched and outmaneuvered at every turn." The D-Day landings were not just a failure of German strategy, but a testament to the meticulous planning and deception of the Allies. For German soldiers, it marked the beginning of the end, a day when they realized the war they had once thought winnable was now a desperate struggle for survival. Want to hear more untold perspectives and incredible stories? Subscribe to at Quickfire Fact.